I know lately you're a bit lonely, but you know on your phone there's a whole world full of girls you could be looking at, homie. It's true, between me and you, it's only $5 and watch what they do. Let's get high, lose track of time. Come on, man, you know I'm a damn good time. Yo, if they're gonna post it, no clothing, oh my god, so exposed and everything. You might as well see everything, every inch, never leave or grow in need. Wait, maybe you should DM, be friends, pretend, a boyfriend, the deep end. She needs men, she needs you and your twos. Get out of my head, get out of my mind. I need to focus, I'm wasting my time. You make me feel hopeless, I'm wasting my prime. Fuck it, I'm going to war with my mind. I'm in control, my body and soul. Never again will you ever take hold. I've got a purpose outside of this hole, and I'll turn this feeling into something more. I could change, rearrange my brain. Thoughts and energy push through pain. Loneliness is a passing phase. A better life, it starts today. Once hopeless and broken, I'm in motion. Just gotta stay focused. Keep moving, keep growing. Never look back, got a new path chosen.
When we are weak, when we are broken, that's when we're left open. In darkness, it's all of our flaws that keep us hopeless. Numb our minds and choke us. For I'm in control of life taking us. I'll climb out this hole. My mind and my soul are in my control.
Hey man, where'd you go? We used to have fun, hang out and smoke. Watch a little you know what a show. Drink a little bit of this, little that to cope. Yeah, wait, we used to have fun, right? Sleep in short days but the long nights. You always love to go play, what a fun guy. But now you seem so lame, what a shame, right? Hey, come back, let's get high. We can have another run at the good times. We can have a little fun, just recline, me time. Hit over the wheel, you'll be just fine. Yeah, you know I'm always here for you. Life gets hard, there's a lot of fear for you. You know I can make it all disappear for you. Only one time, you'll be fine, man, I'll cheer for you. No, I don't wanna get back to a place that I really don't like, so I really gotta go. All the thoughts in the back of my mind, they be bigger at night when the dark takes hold. Gotta make my way to the light, feeling better inside every time I say no. I'm in motion, yeah, chosen, different path, but we rapidly out of control. I'm back, baby, better than ever, no drag, taking back everything I left lately. Feel like me, I'm back, crazy. I took all that pain, put that energy to change. I will never be the same, I will never be a stain.
When we are weak, when we are broken, that's when we're left open. In darkness, it's all of our flaws that keep us hopeless. Numb our minds and choke us. But I'm in control of life taking us. I'll climb out this hole. My mind and my soul be my control.
Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Let's go. Thoughts can keep you down, pushing deep until you drown, or they can keep you up strong, focused on the now. Glass half full, or has it been emptied out? up to you and your mind. Do you doubt anything, everything, not a thing? Make my thoughts work for me, manifest what I need, what I want, what I see. I could be anything, I attract all the things that I see. I believe I'll achieve as I breathe in and out again and again. I don't doubt, I sit and I plan, and I found out that I can execute if I'm driven, if I listen, if I learn all the wisdom. Read some books, something written, watch the best, teach a system I invest. Never hidden, I ain't scared, ain't no chicken, I take dares. I'll be winning, you get back what you're giving. Find the reason that you're living, what you're good at, all your gifts and what you love. Take a risk and find out what you've been missing, yeah. The will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. The will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Purpose is better than any drug you could ever think. If you know why you're doing something, that's all you need. I wake up ready for the day because I believe in everything that I'm doing like it was meant to be. I get fixated and captivated on learning things. Don't hesitate to ask questions, the answer that I need. It's out there somewhere, I swear I can find the recipe. By testing, learning, and turning into a better me. The will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose. Your will lies deep way under the surface, and like a fire needs coal in the furnace. This is your goal that makes it all worth it. This is your why that gives you your purpose.
Hello. Happy weekend, everybody. Gray VT here. Doing something a little different. No Bellaccio today. Um, I will be probably moving forward doing a lot more like visual novels, considering I don't have hardly any chat ever. And it's been advised that, for starting off, you don't start talking. So I figured a visual novel would be the best way to accomplish that. And today, I think we'll do cooking companions. So just give me 1 second to start that up. Hope everyone out there has had a good weekend so far. Let's see here. Just this. To about there. All right. English. All right. I hope sound is good. Let it be either my voice or the background noise. Look, little dude's popping up. All right. New game. This game is not suitable for children or those easily disturbed. Do you wish to continue? C. Warning, this game may potentially trigger seizures for people prone to epilepsy, I believe is what that said. That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water, it really has everything. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. I can't wait to... Achoo! Sorry, everyone. It must be the dust. Get those allergies under control, Mariah. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure with a little elbow grease we can make this cabin shine. And yes, I will be attempting to at least differentiate the voices a little bit. I am not a voice actor, so that might be a challenge. Yay, adventure. So are you volunteering to clean, Gregor? No. Not many supplies here. Guess we'll have to go out to get what we need. There's a fireplace for making stew, so let's gather up some firewood, okay? Leave that to me, little guy. I'll tidy up around the cabin. Need to save Mariah from dying due to all this dust. Hey! Allergies are nothing to joke about, Karen. She's not dead yet, Pipsqueak. Calm down. Thanks, Anatoly. I think I'll go foraging outside. With over 450 mosses, 900 fungi, and 70 slime molds. There's bound to be treasure up here. Roughing it up is fun. Anatoly knows so much about edible foods. We're in good hands. I think the slime molds would be the most delicious. Most certainly not. What about the fungi? Do you even know which ones are poisonous? I could figure that out. You can be the canary in the coal mine, Anatoly. I'm not ending up a corpse here. Eek. Keep both eyes open, little guy. Plenty of wolves and brown bears around. They won't be a problem. I read up on 10 different techniques to incapacitate them. Number 1 is... Anatoly. Oh yeah, sorry Mariah. Got carried away there again. I'll help Anatoly look for food. I'm definitely better at warding off wild animals. If we come up empty-handed, we can always eat some food we've brought. You mean the emergency rations? Bad idea, chump. Hey, Anatoly and Mariah are getting our food. Anatoly and Mariah are getting the food. Gregor is gathering the firewood. That makes you our designated chef. Everyone's looking at you expectantly. You nod. Very excited to try your cooking. Alright everybody, let's go to work while there's still sunlight. Later. Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor. The 3 exit the cabin, leaving you and Karen alone. I think Anatoly put the supplies in the kitchen. Thanks for helping out with the cooking. Tutorial. To save the game, right-click or hit escape button on your keyboard to pull up the menu. This menu will also allow you to adjust the volume levels or exit to the title screen to view unlockables. Please note, going back to the main menu or exit the game without saving will remove progress you've made. Be sure to save. Do you have any experience making meals? Of course, probably not. I'm extremely lazy. Say nothing. Do I have any experience making meals? Of course. Is that so? Looking at you, I think you'd be good at serving up food poisoning. Rude, right? Looks like Karen will remember that. Anyways, going to check out the living room. Let's talk later. Karen heads up to the living room and starts looking at the books. You decide to look around the kitchen to find ingredients for the meal tonight. Tutorial. You never know what you'll find around the cabin. Clues and secrets may be revealed by searching an area more than once. Why not give it a try? What area do you want to search first? The cupboards, behind the wood pile, the drawers. The cupboards. The first few cupboards are empty. Anatoly must have put the supplies somewhere else. The cupboards? You check the cupboards again. Just some mouse turds and cobwebs. The cupboards. You check the cupboards underneath the sink. You found a dead mouse. Huzzah! This would be a great gift to give to Karen. You add a dead mouse to your inventory. Cupboards again. You put the dead mouse back in the cupboard. Karen's not ready for the dead mouse yet. The cupboards. You notice the letter L engraved on the side of the cupboard. What a fitting gravestone for the mouse. Oh, and it actually disappears. That's cool. Behind the woodpile. There's nothing but cobwebs back here. Thankfully, no spiders. You look at the wood logs closer. This is just a pile of Norway spruce. The Norway spruce won't burn as well as oaks. These would be useless during a snowstorm. Behind the woodpile. These logs are less dense, won't fill the cabin with a heavy smell. Perfect when you want to smell a good meal. The supplies aren't anywhere near here. The drawers. You check the drawers on the left. Just some dirty knives. You check the drawers above the mouse hole. Some kind of mold is growing on this one. Maybe Karen will find it appetizing. The drawers. You check the drawer above the woodpile. Something is making it difficult to open. You pull it open with all of your might. It's time! Trumpets, sound off. Never fear, Onion is here. Like my cousin Cornbread, I'll rise to the occasion. Always merry, Raspberry. Potato. Cabbage stuffed me into this drawer. I'm pretty sure this counts as kidnapping. We're the Chompettes! Why talk with those boring humans? All they have to give you is drama. Come chat with us instead. We'll share valuable recipes you can cook. We'll share with you our secret Chompette recipes. Collect them all to become a 5-star chef. You can find unlocked recipes in the main menu under Extra. Be sure to save the game. To celebrate, here's your first recipe card. Roasted eggplant with sesame and pomegranate. Meat-free. You unlocked your first recipe. If you ever want to talk, just come to the drawer. Chompettes! Let's move out. Cabbage rudely slams the drawer closed. You wonder if what you saw was real. You're slightly worried about what that means for your mental state. But only slightly. Hey, did you find the supplies? You shake your head. Anatoly lied. He actually put them in the bedroom. Idiot. Here you go. You got the emergency supplies. Karen leaves you alone. You start a fire with some wood and get to work on cooking dinner. Tonight's entree, vegetable stew. In a large saucepan over medium heat, you heat some water with potatoes, carrots, and celery in it. 15 minutes later, you drain the pan and set the vegetables aside. Placing some butter in the saucepan, you melt it over a medium heat. Throwing some chopped onions in it, you cook it for about 10 minutes. The onions are tender and translucent. Perfect. You next mix in some flour, salt, pepper, and heavy cream into the saucepan, adding the vegetables to the mixture. Hours pass. That's a neat aesthetic. We're back. More firewood than you'll ever need. We found some wild sorrel. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a bigger bounty. Anatoly's burying the lead. We saw a red deer. Mariah spotted it. Yeah, that's great. Anyways, killed 17 spiders today while you were out looking at deer. Yeah! That should come as no surprise. There's over 160 species of spiders here. Oh, 160! Don't worry, Mariah. I'm sure they were all in the bathroom or something. Heh, no. Almost all of them were near the couch. Yeah! I was going to sleep on the couch. That's where 16 of them were. I'm not sleeping on that couch then. There's only 2 beds in the bedroom. Don't sweat it, Mariah. You can sleep anywhere. I'll use the rocking chair. Just in case any of them swarm the couch, I'll sleep with one eye open. Thanks, Gregor. Karen and Anatoly, you two take the bedroom. Thanks, big guy. Joke's on you, Gregor. I always plan on taking one of the beds. Hey, Anatoly, I snore louder than a lumberyard. Ech. Sweet dreams, chump. You turn your back to your bubbling vegetable stew and try a bite. This tastes pretty good. You cooked vegetable stew. You set the table and ask everyone to dig in. Wow, this smells delicious. Oh, Gregor, thank you. You must be a world-class chef. Karen takes a bite. It's bland as hell. Karen! Tastes like every other vegetable stew. So generic. Could possibly use some meat next time. Gross. For a side dish, we can bake some bread and utilize Fragaria Vesca, commonly known as strawberries, for some jam. Nobody cares, Pipsqueak. Everyone laughs at Karen's polite ribbing. Nothing makes you happier than cooking a great meal for friends. Oh, they all look so happy. Oh, I have a feeling that's not going to last. This could very well be the best day you've ever had. You go to bed stuffed. Day 0. Day 1. Hey, you up? How'd you sleep? I was so warm last night I didn't even need a blanket. What time is it? About 1 hour until dawn. Will you two quiet down? I'm trying to sleep over here. Gregor, the birds outside aren't making much noise yet. We didn't bring many supplies, remember? You better get a head start on gathering food. It's too early for this. Gregor, did you see any spiders last night? There was a small one in the bathroom. Eh! Actually, I did see a centipede by the sink. Mariah turns a little pale. Karen's messing with you, Mariah. Let's find more than wild sorrel today. Gah! If you're lucky, little guy, maybe I'll teach you how to catch some wild brown trout. What's with you and meat, big guy? Anatoly's herbalism book stated that there's many more species of plants to eat out there. Let's leave the fish alone. You know I'm not into meat. That's a shame. I'd wake up early to go fishing. Cheer up, Karen. We'll get to observe the trout at the very least. Maybe we'll see more red deer today. Dot, dot, dot. That sounds like a waste of time, Gregor. Maybe we'll find some blackthorn berries. I love blackthorn berries. Haha. We'll be back later. Can you watch our stuff today? You nod. Thank you. Thanks. Don't steal anything, okay? You nod. Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor, and Karen leave the cabin with a skip to their step. You're alone, but thankfully you have a drawer of trumpets to keep you company. Tutorial: each day, you'll be asked to explore a different part of the cabin. You only get one choice. Then the day will end. Choose wisely. What do you want to check out today? Talk with the Chompettes. I'm not quite that bored yet. Check the bedroom. Look around the bathroom. Go into the basement. There's a basement in a cabin. I mean, I guess so. That does make sense, but... This door goes into the basement. There's no reason to go into the basement right now. You wait for the others to return. Rude. We're back. Teehee. Knock it off, Mariah. It's pretty rare to be scared of one. It's not. Who knew the big guy would be so scared of it? Shut up. You don't understand. I don't think anyone understands Gregor. It was just a marmot, Gregor, not a monster. Mariah laughed so hard that your ears ring. Tears rolling down Mariah's cheeks. She's laughing so hard that she's about to hyperventilate. Stop her from hyperventilating? Absolutely not. One less mouth to feed, right? You don't get it. It's pretty personal. Then please explain, big guy. Gregor looks incredibly uncomfortable. Let's leave him alone. We found some raspberries and elderberries near the cabin. Quite the selection of species here. We also found more wild sorrel. Is this going to be enough for a good meal? Everyone looks at you for an answer. You decide to do an inventory on all the available ingredients. It takes you a while, but you decide on your specialty, cabbage rolls. You first bring a large pot of water to a boil. You let the cabbage leaves boil for 2 minutes, draining the pot into the sink. In a medium mixing bowl, you combine some cooked rice, onion, an egg, salt and pepper, along with some tomato sauce. You use your hands to mix thoroughly and decide to wash your hands after it won't come off. Dividing the rice mixture evenly between the cabbage leaves, you then roll them up and tie a string around them so they stay in one piece. You place the cabbage rolls in a large skillet over medium heat, pouring the rest of the tomato mixture over the top. Covering it, you bring it to a boil. You reduce the heat to low and let the cabbage rolls simmer for about 40 minutes, being sure to baste it with the liquid. Ta-da! You cooked cabbage rolls! Mariah looks optimistic. Karen looks skeptical. Anatoly looks curious. Gregor looks thrilled. You watch intently as everyone takes the first bite. That's pretty darn good. Wow, I could eat the whole batch myself. I think vegetable stew tasted better, but I'm loving how tender the cabbage is. The sauce is pretty red. Did you use fresh tomatoes for it? It really adds to it. Spoon some of the liquid on top, you'll thank me later. Incredible. It's definitely growing on me. This really was something special. Thanks again for cooking. Everyone leaves the dishes behind for you to do. Dot dot dot. Dot 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 dot. Dishes can wait. Everyone goes to bed full and happy. You asleep instantly. You asleep instantly. You fall asleep instantly? Tomorrow will be another great day. Day 2. Good morning, everyone. Yeah. Again, Gregor? Can't you let us sleep in? Not today. Why? Storm clouds are coming. We need to find some food before it begins to downpour. Gregor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last us a while. Enough food? I thought we used up most supplies for last night's dinner. He's right. The meal you made us was delicious, but it used a lot of what we had. Gregor's also correct. Precipitation is unusually high in this area, with many areas being risked for flooding. It'd be foolish not to go out and look for food today. You really think it will flood? Thankfully, the cabin is on high ground, but it doesn't mean we're safe from floodwaters. It's always a possibility, so you can't hurt to be prepared. You're losing it, Gregor. Karen, there's nothing to worry about. I think Gregor's right, Karen. Huh? It won't hurt to prepare for the worst. I think she's right, Karen. Fail to prepare. Prepare to fail. Anatoly, let's go out and prepare for the storm. Foraging should be a key priority today. There are plenty of edible foods, and it has better odds than trying to hunt. Give me a few minutes and I'll plot our route on some paper. Let me help, little guy. Anatoly and Gregor head to the bedroom to consult the map. Mariah and Karen are still hanging around. Tutorial. Unfortunately, you can't make everyone happy. When given a choice to speak to a character, choose wisely. You can only select one of them. Try to max out your bond with certain characters for unique dialogue and scenarios. Which one would you like to talk to? Mariah or Karen? Curious. Karen seems to be the less panically adult of the group. Maybe Mariah needs some consoling because she's panicky and young. I'm assuming we'll have to do multiple runs on this, so let's just start with Mariah. Mariah is paging through some of the books on the bookshelf. You walk over to her. There's some great books here. Which one is your favorite? The romantic one, the crafting one, the scary one. Scary one. Crafting one. I'd probably personally go with the scary one. I already read that entire thing. It wasn't scary at all. Very surface level horror, cheap imitation of real horror. Ending with the woman screaming. Does that even count as an ending? You tell her it's a prequel to another book. You're kidding, right? I've lost all faith in authors. You know Frankenstein, right? Not the 1931 film, the book by Mary Shelley. It started with a boat around the North Pole? It definitely had more to say than the film. Or this book. Mariah is judging your choice harshly. You're pretty sure she'll remember that. Gregor and Anatoly come back from their meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly. Why are you blushing? Hey! Can you cook something while we're out? You nod. Thank you. Alright everyone, we have our route now. Let's beat those rain clouds. The group leaves, determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself. What's that noise? Sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. Huh? Radio. What's going on with the radio? You didn't even notice it on the ground when you walked in. Did somebody leave this radio here? It looks newer than anything you've seen before. It seems to be broken. Better hold on to this. You got this strange radio. Before you can cook dinner, what should you check out? I can't go into the basement yet. You've already inspected the kitchen on day 0. Let's look around the bedroom. Poor Anatoly. Karen's song was so loud, she often wakes you up. Anatoly must be running on fumes. Would he have the courage to wake her up, though? Probably not. You wait around for the others to return. Really? That's okay. Mariah's back early today. Hey, the others are still looking for food outside. Anatoly found some more berries, but nothing that will feed all of us. Please don't tell the others, but I'm a little worried about our supplies. I crunched the numbers and we don't have enough food, even with rationing, to last if we get stuck here. Mariah seems disappointed in your inventory management. Can you try cooking with a little less this evening? You nod. Thank you. You've done such a great job with the meal so far. You're very sweet. Is Mariah blushing a little bit? Tee hee. Mariah will remember that. Your friendship is stronger. Huzzah. Maybe you can teach me to cook sometime? You nod, looking forward to it. You could hold cooking classes here someday. Rudely interrupting a tender moment, the others burst into the cabin. Don't be so down, everyone. We got tons of good berries. Jam is so bland without any sugar, though. Do you have any? You shake your head sadly. Yikes. Turn that frown upside down, Karen. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? I'm not smiling for you, Gregor. Eek! You missed out. The sunset was really tremendous on our way back. Hues of orange, red, even a little purple poking out. Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky in morning, sailors take warning. So we can expect a sailor's delight tomorrow? That's awesome. Big guy. We must have walked a few miles today. Beautiful area. You could even see snow on the tips of the mountains. That rumble sounded like a dying calf. You look from person to person, trying to determine who it was. It was definitely Mariah. Mariah? I'd recognize that sound from anywhere. Gah! Guilty! Mariah looks embarrassed, but the group laughs at her honestly. Except for you. You search your mind for something to say, but all you can think of is an old riddle. Those who have it do not want it. Those who have it least succeed. Those who have it for too long perish. When you feed it, it gets smaller. What am I? Dust? Try again, big guy. Everyone is pondering the answer. Mariah's face lights up. I got it! Is it hunger? Correct. That was my guess. So, what's on the menu tonight, chef? Bread and jam. You crush the berries in your small mortar and pestle, spreading it on some crusty bread. Ta-da! You've cooked raspberry and jam and bread. The bread's a little tough. Gregor, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. But this homemade jam is to die for, haha. Sorry. No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks. Mariah. Everybody laughs. You're not sure this could be called a meal, but I got the job done. Everybody thanks you for dinner and heads off to sleep. You go to bed wishing you had more. You have a strange dream. Something has been clinging to your back for days. You try to see it in the mirror, but you can't get a good look at it. It won't get off. The pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the hour. You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak your back in cool water. It doesn't work. It cuts deeper into your back, causing the river to run red. You didn't want things to come to this, but you've exhausted all other options. You swim out to the middle of rocks in the bottom cut your feet. You slip and fall backwards. You push yourself to the bottom, trying to submerge the creature shredding your back. But it won't drown. It won't drown. It won't drown. You splash frantically. Plunging your head beneath the water, you let the current take you downstream. You give up trying to swim to the shore. Water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute, you stop struggling against the waters. As you gaze up to the sky, you feel it leaving your back, drifting into the sky as you sink to the bottom. As you take your last gasp, you see what was on your back staring into your eyes. But you don't even have the air in your lungs to scream. You wake in a cold sweat. Wake up. Sorry, you're making strange noises in your sleep. What's going on, Gregor? Did the lightning wake you up? It woke me up. Tried to fall back asleep, but it's so loud. Ugh. Let's just get back to sleep and talk about this in the morning. Everyone nods in agreement and gets back to bed. Except for you. You can't fall back asleep. You still have goosebumps from the nightmare. Mm. Karen's snoring is making the wall shake. You don't sleep a wink, opening your eyes when you hear Anatoly slamming the door. He sounds petrified. I looked at the door and we're completely surrounded by floodwaters. Looks like take sailors take warning was more appropriate for today. Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow? You're no optimist, Karen. Yeah? That's all Gregor has going for him. Eh. He's also good at chopping wood, though. Ha 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 ha. Knock it off, you two. Mariah, do you think it'll clear up tomorrow? I give it a 27% chance. Based on what? I was bored stiff, so I read a book on local precipitation levels. Anatoly, you're a Birkin nerd, right? Why didn't you read it earlier? Eh, couldn't make it past the cover. Is that right? Yes. That bookshelf has some great books on artisan crafts and natural sciences. Why let them sit gathering dust? How did you arrive at 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow? It's easy. Take the time of year, multiply it by a factor of... Mariah begins to explain meteorology to you. She isn't dumbing any of this down. It's similar to where... So the first thing you need to understand... Minutes of explanation feel like hours. You look over at Anatoly. He's listening intently to Mariah. So intently, he hasn't blinked yet. You can see his eyes drying up. A tear rolls down one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. Mariah finally wraps up her lecture, ending with a bow. Nobody claps. Poor Mariah. Tough crowd. Mariah, that was awe-inspiring. You lost me a few minutes in, but it's okay. I didn't understand a word of it, haha. Yeah. Anatoly turns to you. There's no telling how long this will last. We can't leave the cabin until these floodwaters stop. I know our food situation still is a little tight, but I know you'll make the right decisions. I believe in you. Me too. It looks like we have enough leftover berries for more bread and raspberry jam. I'll pass on the jam. Just give me more crusty bread. Everyone laughs, except for you. With everyone stranded in the cabin, you need to keep everyone fed and happy. You sneak out to the kitchen while everyone's still talking. You get some crusty bread and get to work making some more jam. With the kitchen to yourself, you decide to check on the trompettes.
Hello!
Hello! Don't worry, as leader of the trumpets, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us. That big guy would try eating me like an apple, so definitely don't tell them about us. Are your plans going awry? Ha 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 ha. Got another cornbread classic for you. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? No. Her business is now toast. Ha 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 ha. That one's a little stale. Do you know how raspberry and milk were introduced? You tell her no.
Raspberry!
Raspberry milk shake. You let an audible groan. Did cornbread teach you that one? Nope. Wasted an entire day on it. Ha 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 ha. Well, it was worth the time and effort, Raspberry. Maybe you'll win annual trumpet comedy competition this year.
Raspberry!
Of course.
Onion!
Not while I'm here. I won't choke on stage this year. Isn't that every year, Bread? Ha 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 ha. We still talk about the closing joke, Bread. You're going to do great this year. Anyways, don't even think of eating us if you're still hungry. Trumpets stick together through thick and thin.
Raspberry!
Rain or shine. Feast at famine. Potato, I swear to God, repeat the line or we're locking you up again. Life or death. That's right. Chompets, move out. The Chompets somehow manage to close the drawer on themselves. You bring crusty bread and jam into the living room. Karen stops as you bring in the food. Took you long enough. Karen looks at the 2 slices of bread left and the mason jar full of raspberry jam. There's mold on these last 2 slices of bread. Karen is right. What the hell is the matter with you? You grip the knife tightly in your hand. You think this is enough for 5 of us? Wait. We can't throw this bread away. It's all we have left. Gregor's right. Anatoly, will mold spores give us food poisoning? No scientist. Sorry. Let's pick off as much mold as we can. We can't leave with the floodwaters, so this will have to last us another day. Everyone grimly nods, ripping the bread apart like a pack of wolves. Gregor eats the biggest chunks of mold. Disgusting. Thanks again. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but it's more than we had in Ukraine. Plenty of rainwater outside, so at least it won't die of dehydration. But until the storm is over, we shouldn't leave the cabin. Should clear up if we just give it some time. Anatoly, what makes you think that? One of the books had weather reports. You're illiterate, so that's a lie. Eh, Karen, I've seen him reading. Who reads upside down? What do you think? Hmm. Hmm. I'm assuming the dorky kid can read. So you must be going blind then. Thanks. I don't know why Karen would make up something like that about me. You aren't fooling anyone, Anatoly. Karen has stormed off. Thanks for backing me up. Your relationship is stronger. Good to have someone so positive around. Anatoly looks relieved. You think he'll remember that? I guess let's call it a day. Yeah, sure. Everyone shuffles off to their sleeping areas. 10 minutes later. Hey, Karen likes to find somebody's weakness and use it against them when she's frustrated. Just wanted to thank you for backing me up earlier. You're very sweet to do that. And Anatoly looks at you with admiration. Heh. See you tomorrow. Anatoly looks like he's blushing as he walks away. You're definitely sure Anatoly will remember that. Your relationship is stronger. You go to bed very hungry. Day 4. You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up. And that's how fast a deer can run if startled. Whoa. Incredible. Impressive. Ugh. I wish we had a deer here. With the food getting low, let's just skip today's meal. No. It's only for one day. Various cultures and religions have practiced fasting throughout history. That doesn't make us feel any better, Anatoly. What options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly. Anatoly leaves mumbling to himself. So passive aggressive of him. Everyone moves to a separate area. Karen in the bedroom, Gregor in the living room, Mariah in the kitchen, and Anatoly in the bathroom. Who do you want to speak to? Well, I've already started by trying to communicate with Mariah, so probably her. But I'm going to step away for a second, so I will be right back. And I'm back. So I think I'm gonna go talk to Mariah. Hmm. Oh, didn't hear you coming. Haha. I was just double checking to see if there's any food we might have missed. But I couldn't get this drawer open. Could you give it a try? You nod. Great. Well, you go do that. I want to get some more reading done. You think Mariah will remember that? Your relationship is stronger. Later. You pull open the drawer with all your might.
Hello!
Is the thunderstorm keeping you up at night? You just need to roll with it. Raspberry whispers so quietly you lean over to listen to her. We need we need to talk soon. Please listen to me when the time comes. Anyways, please don't let the others see us.
Cabbage!
That's right, Raspberry. Part of being a chompette is secrecy.
Cabbage!
Wouldn't want those humans over here at meetings now, would we? You shake your head. Good. Chompettes,
Oh,
roll on out. You shut the drawer. Everyone looks pretty down this evening. It won't stop. You're all doing great. Just a little longer. I'm so hungry. Me too. You wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. Your stomach is growling more. Wake up! I said, wake up! The rain falls nonstop again. Did you have anything to do with this? You don't answer her question. Always thinking with your stomach, right? You should reconsider. Maybe it might save what little humanity you have left. At least I tried. I won't let this weigh on my conscience. Go back to sleep, monster. You quickly forget about Raspberry's conversation. You have a strange dream. A boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. You keep telling him to lie down on the tray, but he keeps screaming at you, calling you names. So you show him how it's done. You lie down on the tray and make your body flat as a board. A smile crawls across his face. His anger turns to courage, and he pushes you into the oven. As the stench of burning hair fills your lungs, you see him sneering back at you. You wake in a cold sweat. Day 4. Day 5. Everyone seems to be sleeping in later than normal. Their stomachs must have kept them awake all night. The rain is still pouring outside. You can barely make out the trees from the windows. You hear Mariah getting up. She looks petrified. I couldn't sleep. Anatolia's bags under his eyes. The storm is too loud. Karen looks out of it. The cabin was creaking so much last night. It sounded alive. Gregor looks a little gaunt. I got a good look out the window. And all I saw was rain. Great observation, Gregor. I was so hungry last night. Kept pacing around the bedroom. Karen turns to you. When is this going to end? I checked out the door outside the door again. The floodwaters keep rising. Unfortunately, we're going to need to stay put unless one of us wants to drown in rainwater. Once the weather improves, we'll be able to scavenge for supplies. How close is the nearest town? I don't know. Didn't you have a map on you? I think I dropped it while we were running after Gregor. I'm sure it'll show up eventually. Mariah and Anatoly go white as a sheet. How are we going to find our way back now? We'll have to ride out the storm. Mariah looks at you. We're down to our last slice of bread. I don't know how much longer we can put off eating. The group stares at you. It will clear up in no time. Maybe you're right. The group looks worried. They all gravitate to different areas. Gregor's fake optimism is worrying, and Mariah is having trouble. Which one do you want to speak with today? Speak with Mariah. Brrr! It's cold as hell over here. I'm surprised Gregor isn't freezing to death at night. How does he do it? You explain to Mariah how size of a person and fat content contributes to the temperature. Yeah, wish I was as big as Gregor. But to be honest, I'm happy with brains over brawn. Do you know what he wanted to do for a career? Mariah does her best Gregor impression. Cut trees and sleep under the stars. How boring is that? Depends on the person, but pretty boring. You're so funny. Thanks for coming and chatting with me. Mariah blushes a little. You make it easier to pass the time. Thank you. You're pretty sure Mariah will remember that. You thank Mariah and get the others. You call everyone together. They all look nervous. You could cut the tension in the room with a knife. Everyone is staring at you. They're expecting that last piece of bread for dinner. You bring it out. Everyone cannot take their eyes off of it. You instruct everyone to take a pinch. And slowly, all 5 of you tear it apart like a wishbone. Everyone studies their piece of bread carefully, wondering how long it will last. Karen is the first to eat hers, chewing each bite a few hundred times before swallowing. Anatoly chews it cautiously, slowly swallowing as he looks at the others. Mariah nibbles on it silently, eyes wide, moving from person to person. And Gregor just pops it in the mouth like a cherry. He inhaled it. The group thanks you awkwardly. It's not much. But you've run out of options. You wish everyone good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed starving. Good morning. Morning. Let me check if the rain has stopped. It's still flooding. What are we going to do? Humans can live about 2 or 3 weeks without food. Water isn't a concern. Rainfall should end in a day or two, right? Actually, precipitation can occur more than 215 days a year here. But do you really think it'll rain that long? Anatoly, it's been days already. What makes you think it'll stop soon? Eh, relax everyone. Let's see how long we can ride this out. Fingers crossed it's done by tomorrow. Panic is slowly creeping in. Everyone's looking scared. But you need to survive. Karen and Gregor begin to discuss next options. Do you want to speak with Mariah in the kitchen? Or Anatoly in the living room? Instead, uh, think instead about how everything you've done wrong and how you've doomed everyone. Speak with Mariah. Hey. Mariah looks relieved to see you. Well, okay. How are you holding up? Better question. How are you holding up? Not very good. That's very, very sweet of you to ask. Mariah's looking at you intently. She gets a little closer to you. I noticed you didn't use any meat while cooking. Usually I have to pick it out of the foods the others make. But you respected that. Thank you. Mariah's looking at you with admiration. I need to speak with Gregor for a minute, but thanks again. You're definitely sure Mariah will remember that. Hey, 5 stars. Or 5 hearts. You decide to check the drawer again. You ask Potato where the others are. They'll be back. They wanted to explore the labyrinth of tunnels around the cabin. Surely you've seen the mouse holes, right? They connect all over the cabin. Must have been some mouse that created them. Or something worse. Anyways, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. Things are going to get worse from here on out. You have a feeling Potato is telling the truth. You realize some drool is leaking out of your mouth. Disgusting. Don't even try to eat me. You'd just get deathly sick if you tried, from the look of you. You need to retain all the water you can. From rationing to cooking, you failed every common sense measure for basic survival this week. You knew something like this would happen, right? Never mind. With the flood waters rising and no food now, I think it'd be a great time to go over fundamentals of starvation with you. When experiencing starvation, there are 4 factors that will determine if you live or die. Age, height, weight, and your degree of activity or inactivity. You've been especially lazy, so I think you'll survive a little longer than the others. The Harris-Benedict equation can help you figure out how many calories you need to simply maintain your current weight. The equation produces a number called basal metabolic rate, or BMR. Stay with me here. BMR is 655 plus 4.35 times weight in pounds plus 4.7 times the height in inches, subtract 4.7 times the age in years. Got it? For fun, let's try it out on somebody here. Mariah, using Harris Benedict. She looks like she's 120 pounds, about 5 feet 5 inches tall, about 20 years old. Crunching the numbers, I think she'd need about 1,388 calories a day, daily. That's being abnormally stationary. She'd have to lay in bed all day and night, just eating, breathing, and using her brain. Not very common when you're starving to death. People tend to get up more. If she was being very active, let's say swimming through floodwaters, we need to multiply that 1,388 calories by 1.9. So now she needs 2,638 calories per day. That's quite a difference, especially if you didn't ration the food properly, which you didn't. I guess that wraps up our first survival lesson. Hopefully we'll never have to speak again. Okay. You shut the drawer, going over the numbers again. I don't think any of us can take this much longer. Gregor's voice starts to crack. I don't want to ask this, but it's time. One of us needs to go out and search for food. Everyone is silent. I'll go. Mariah? I used to swim all the time near my house. I probably have the best chances of swimming through the floodwaters. No! Let me go instead. You won't get very far if anything happened to your glasses, Anatoly. You're blind as a mole rat, remember? That's true, but... Little guy, let me go. Gregor, Sounds good to me. Karen? His arms are the longest. He's probably the best at climbing. No, that wouldn't be right, Gregor. Let me go instead. I get that none of these options are good ones, but we need to find food or help. Gregor grabs a branch from the woodpile. He cuts it into different measurements. Since we can't come to a consensus, let's draw for it. We'll each pick one, and the shortest will go outside to search for food. Oh, he's crying. You're not worried about drawing. You saw Gregor cut the branch lengths. You picked the biggest. You watch the others intently. Will it be Gregor? Anatoly? Karen? Will it be... Looks like I've got the shortest. Mariah. It's okay. I watched Anatoly forage earlier, so I'll know what to look out for. Just swim until you find higher ground, then scout the area. Maybe you'll find fish out there. Everyone looks heartbroken. Karen, Anatoly, Gregor, I'll keep us alive. I promise. She promised. Everyone watches as Mariah leaves the cabin. The silence is deafening. Goodbye. The door shuts behind her. You can faintly hear her yell about how cold the water is. And then silence. Mariah has left the cabin. I'm sure we'll see her again. The rest of the group nods. Everyone stays up, waiting and waiting. The sun has completely set. One by one, each person quietly shuffles off to bed. You have a strange dream. The two women in front of you could be twins. One of them you recognize, the other is a cabin guest. You ask the guest to sit on a shovel, and then you try pushing it into the oven. Her legs are so strong, you can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Like this, you hiss. You stretch out your legs until your toes are almost sticking in the coals. You feel 4 hands on your shoulders, and both of them push you in. The familiar smell of smoke and burning hair cause you to throw up on the embers. You can't let it in like this. You rip the metal door off the oven, tearing through the wood logs of the cabin. Screaming, you chase the two through the woods. One of them looks behind her, eyes widening when she sees you. She's terrified. You've never been this angry in your entire life. You're gaining on them. They can't run forever. As you trample through a field of wheat, the guest throws a piece of cloth behind her. You catch the glint of it in the sun, golden. As if by magic, the earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall downward, screaming as your eyes begin to sizzle from the heat. Hellfire fills your lungs. You are unable to scream anymore. You wake in a cold sweat. Good morning. Do you think she made it to higher ground? I believe in Mariah. Me too. She'll be fine. Right, little guy? So what do we do now? Just wait? Karen. How long? It's almost been a day since she's left. Anatoly and Gregor look nervous. Someone needs to go look for her. We need to wait, Karen. Wait for what? The nearest town is miles and miles away. Waiting is all we can do for now. So it could be days before she gets back? What are we supposed to eat? Mice? Karen, I'm sure Anatoly will agree, but we'll discuss next options when we get to it. I never should have eaten that much. I'm. Karen's hands are involuntarily shaking. Gregor and Anatoly just nod in agreement. They don't even need her to elaborate. You're sure Mariah will make it back? She promised. Everyone retreats to a corner. What do you want to do today? Let's go chat with Gregor in the living room. Gregor seems to be coping through knitting. Thanks for keeping everyone's spirits high. I know it's what Mariah would have wanted. Don't you think? Have you heard the noises? Sometimes I think I hear Mariah outside, saying something I can't make out. It comes out in gasps, like she's trying to clear water from her throat. Other times, I can hear her crying, and she never cries. Have you heard Mariah at night? No? Oh, I'm starting to lose it then. Haha. Please don't tell the others, okay? Absolutely, your secret is safe with me. Thank you. It's probably just the sounds of the storm, anyways. Right? Haha. Gregor will remember that. You leave Gregor to his delusions. I can't stop thinking about that vegetable stew. I'd be fine with bread and jam. I'd be fine with just strawberries. Nobody else laughs. I would kill for some vegetables right about now. You would too. I'm going to try to get some sleep. Good night. Night. You fall asleep quickly, but you only dream about desecrating a corpse. You wake in a cold sweat, in a completely different room. Good morning. Karen's looking worse. Will you cook for the group today? Cook. You take out a cutlet of meat and begin to cook it in the oven. Where'd the meat come from? You cooked meat. Where did you get that? You ignore Karen's question. What's that smell? Gregor finally gets off the couch. Where did you... The three are looking at you, salivating. You take the charred meat out of the oven, cutting it into smaller pieces. They immediately grab some off the plate, chewing ferociously. You take a piece and immediately devour it. Do you have any more of this? You explain how the meat is stored secretly, hidden, so you can ration better this time. I understand. Thank you. Anatoly runs to the bathroom, puking in the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. This taste is... Gregor wanders off. Anatoly returns, looking choked up. I was too weak. Left you some. Don't fight this, Anatoly. Anatoly takes a piece from the plate, turning his back to the group as he eats it. You can hear him crying. Finally, my focus is coming back. Going to read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? Karen leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to? Well, I still haven't really talked to Anatoly, but I'm gaining reputation with Gregor, so let's do Gregor. Hey, thanks for cooking that meat earlier. I was nearly passing out from the hunger pangs. Even if I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy, I appreciate the vegetarian dishes you made earlier. You really respected Mariah's boundaries. Thank you. You smile. Heh. If there's extras, slip me a little bit more meat. Okay. Gregor will remember that. Going to go see how Anatolia is doing. Later. You have the bedroom all to yourself. Where do you want to check first? Under the beds. You look under both of the beds. Just some dust and hair. Gross. Under the beds. You decide to inspect one of the hairs under the bed. It's long and red. Must be Karen's hair. You inspect another piece of hair. It appears to be black. Anatoly? There's nothing else down here. There's nothing else down here. There's nothing else down here. Like I just figured I'd check. Why isn't it disappearing like the other ones? Okay. Uh, Underneath the floorboard, you notice a bone sticking out. Is it a human bone? Nope, chicken bone. Gross. The floorboard looks a little loose. You're far too weak to pull up that floorboard. This floorboard should really be repaired. You definitely can't repair this yourself. Nobody has run for miles, though. You look a little closer at the hole. I found a small sock. Somebody's foot out there is probably cold. The small sock is worthless. Why did you even pick it up? The small sock is worthless. Why did you even pick it up? Okay. Inside the nightstand. Hello. Onion. Don't be a crybaby, it's just me.
Onion! Boy!
Was playing with some of the other toys in this drawer.
Onion!
You're far too old to enjoy these. You're never too old for toys. Anyways, need to attend a secret trumpet meeting.
Boy!
Smell you later. Onion bounces out of the bedroom. The drawer has various children's toys in it. What's this? Whoa. June 26, 1862. Another body of a child has been discovered within the city of Zakopane, with the remains stuffed into a barrel full of potatoes. The cause of death was identical to earlier victims, with significant blood loss due to multiple stab wounds to the stomach. This marks the fourth victim by the butcher of Zakopane in less than a month. You take the bloody newspaper with you. Oh, I guess no birdcage. Hours passed. The meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going. They can never be satisfied now. We've waited long enough. What's for dinner? He calmly explained that you want to ration the meat better this time. No dinner. Fine. I understand. I can wait. No arguments. Perfect. Everyone decides to call it an early night. You fall asleep instantly. You have a strange dream. You're having dinner with the blacksmith, but he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can forge Anything, he says. Your eye has been giving you issues lately. So you reply, forge me a new eye then. You laugh. But then the ropes come out. He ties you to the chair with the long rope, preventing you from moving. You rip the rope apart without even trying, so the blacksmith uses a thicker one. No turning back now. The blacksmith takes a hot poker out of the coals. It makes his eyes glow as he scowls at you. He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. The blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body as he raises the poker again. You wake in a cold sweat. You wake to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling. Take a look out the window. Do you notice anything?
Они вас никогда не простят.
What is? The floodwaters have receded a little bit, but everyone is still bound to the cabin. The trail used to be completely visible. It's gone now. Good morning, big guy. Where's Mariah? This might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 a.m., I can hear her outside. She makes this awful gargling noise, like she's trying to get water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor? Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. I haven't heard anything like that. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something, right? Yes. Oh, I sometimes hear her crying through the radio. But that's just a broadcast, right? Ooh. Hello, creepy people. I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. It's what she would have wanted. What's gotten into you? What's gotten into you, Anatoly? Anatoly looks at you, begging. Bring us another slab. Please. He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Help me. Anatoly? Gregor looks hurt by Anatoly's words. I think he's right. Please bring us more than that meat. You grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it into squares, adding it to some boiling cauldron water. It will taste bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it quickly. Smells good. What's taking so long? Boil it faster. It looks almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole. Anatoly creates ripples in his broth with his fingers. He isn't eating. Isn't he the one that wanted it? I'm sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. Mariah. Anatoly begins to weep. You look over at Karen. You didn't notice her eating. There's just an empty bowl now. Karen is staring right at you. How much more meat is left? You explained how most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it. How could you be so careless again? You remember Karen's knife. You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? This storm isn't ending. You clear your throat. Anatoly? Yes. I think tomorrow you should look for Mariah. I I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify edible plants. I I Please, Anatoly. You can swim back after looking. Gregor is right, Anatoly. Maybe you'll find Mariah out there. You're right. Mariah's still out there. He still hasn't accepted what happened yet. She doesn't need anyone's help. But we need your help, Anatoly. That's right, Anatoly. Please help us. Let me sleep on it. Okay? No problem, little guy. Hmm. Everyone shuffles off to their rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. You go to bed ravenous. Mariah. Something is approaching. Don't be a crybaby, it's just me. Onion. Not going to be very sweet today. I'm worried about Anatoly. He's gonna cave to peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin? You don't answer, Onion. Please? Don't you trust my advice? You shake your head. Got a fun factoid for you. Did you know that leaving out an unpeeled onion in your room absorbs bacteria? It will help prevent colds and ward off viruses. That was a lie. People actually believed it in the 1500s. How embarrassing. Who would believe that? Ha 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 ha. There even was a doctor in 1919 who tricked people into thinking it was true. Ha 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 ha. Anyways, you know what smells even worse than a raw onion left in a room? You. It's been a while since your last bath, right? You can't remember. Could smell you before I even came into the room. Yikes. So, can you stop Anatoly from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous. Anatoly can make his own decisions. Please, you don't need another one stalking the hallways, tapping on the windows, crying through the radio. You have the sudden urge to scream. Why do you think I've been using the mouse holes to get around? Scared to death that I'll run into her. Don't make me tattle to Cabbage about you. She can be as mean as Potato if you get on her bad side. Just kidding, she's great. Anyways, when the time comes, just tell Anatoly you care about him and don't want him to leave. Even if it's only for me, okay? You can trust me. Now if you'll excuse me, I need to work on some new ice skates. Therefore the frying pan tomorrow. Nothing beats sliding around on butter. Later. You completely forgot the conversation with Onion. You fall asleep again, still ravenous. Day 10. You have a strange dream. A fox is collecting payment for you. You despise him, so you put 2 dogs on the bottom of a sack, then add 6 chickens on top. The fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs will tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only things he had for food. The storm rages outside. As the snow piles up, you begin to eat whatever you can find: pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and you have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. A few days later, you go mad and leave the cabin, completely ravenous. Trees begin to look like charred meat. You take a cut out of one, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood as you wade through the snow. Days later, a deer gallops by. The first creature in the woods sees your to see your corpse. You wake up in a cold sweat. I will be right back. Something smells terrible in the living room. Someone puked in a corner. You wipe it up with a rag to save them the embarrassment. Good morning. Good morning, little guy. Well, Anatoly, what's your decision? I barely slept last night. I could hear whispers coming from the basement. She kept telling me to go outside. Hmm. We don't want to rush you, but one of us is. But one of us puked last night. Really? Anatoly, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make a decision. What? Why so quickly? Hmm. Because I'm not waiting any longer. You can see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. Hmm. They are going insane. Fascinating. The group disperses. Tensions seem to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do? Um, Gregor. Hey, I'm a little worried about Anatoly. The flood currents are really strong. He's a good swimmer, but Karen is gonna force him to do it. Have you seen that knife she carries around? I don't know where she got it. She always has it on her. Do you think it's for self-defense? Or... You interrupt Gregor. Cooking? Yeah. I mean, she hasn't cooked anything here. But... Gregor continues to babble incoherently. You feign concern and nod politely. Whoops. Gregor is looking at you weird. He noticed you weren't actively listening to him. Yeah. Just stand up to her when the time comes, alright? Gregor smiles a little bit. You are sure Gregor will remember that. I know you'll do the right thing. Thanks. You decide to call everyone together for a meeting. Anatoly, you okay, little guy? Anatoly, you okay, little guy? Anatoly looks pale, like he's going to pass out. Anatoly, have you made a decision? Yes. I'll help you all out. I promise. Thank you, Anatoly. Big tears roll down Gregor's cheeks. Uh, uh. I'll miss you, big guy. I'll miss you, little guy. Thank you, Anatoly. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best. There goes another one. Karen. Yes? Gregor looks at you expectantly. Did you want to say anything to Anatoly? You say nothing. I... Goodbye, Anatoly. Goodbye, everyone. Good luck, little guy. Anatoly has left the cabin. See you soon, little guy. I guess all we can do now is wait. Good night. Karen goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. Gregor's getting choked up. I didn't tell him. Missing him already. Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. You shut your eyes, quickly falling asleep. You hear scraping on the floor. Found you. Ha ha ha. You explained how this isn't a good time right now. Or you explained how this isn't a good time right now. This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree but as dumb as a brick. What's the root of that? Another cornbread classic. You're being very unpopular right now. That's a tree reference. Get it? Anyways, you need to protect Gregor from the red-haired woman. Cabbage called an emergency chop ant meeting and told me to give you this mission. Protect Gregor at all costs. Understood? Uh... Excuse me. You nod. It's the least you can do, right? You tell Brad that pun didn't make sense. On a roll today. See you later. Brad hops away, pushing himself through the mouse hold with a small. You fall asleep, thinking about what Brad told you. You have a strange dream. It's lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses first, partially correct, and set them down next to the workbench. After working the saw, you wrap the cuts in an old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately. You decide to dry out the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching. You clench your fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you. You wake in a cold sweat. You wake in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk, or you found some meat? Everybody's still asleep. This would be a nice surprise after yesterday's events. You decide to surprise everyone with breakfast. You start by cutting each slice fairly thin. You brown each side even, releasing a unique smell into the air. Karen runs out into the kitchen. What is that smell? Give it to me. Now. You don't argue. Karen grabs a cutlet, burning her hands before bringing it to her mouth. Ack! She hungrily devours it, barely chewing. She grabs another cutlet off the plate and eats it. You thought she was concerned with rationing. Gregor wakes up from the couch and heads to the kitchen. Oh God. Already? Gregor looks conflicted, but he succumbs to the hunger. They always do. Gregor eats his food in a few bites, grabbing more with his hands. Tears start streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. You join them, quickly consuming the meat on the table. I can think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration. Karen is sounding more determined than before. I'm going to lie down on the couch, try to keep this food down. Gregor crawls onto the couch, turning his back to you. Karen leans in close to whisper. I'm glad Mariah and Anatoly are gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How did you get so good at it? You tell Karen. After one bite, it just made me feel whole again. Even with the nightmares, it's worth it. It took a few nights, but I fought back, and now it's all I can think about. I read the book on necropsy. The text is ancient, but the diagrams are beautifully drawn. Very descriptive. How many years did it take you to perfect your art? You tell her. Yeah, right. I used to tell Mariah that you weren't funny, but that's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me. Karen pauses, deep in thought. You know Gregor can't swim, right? He'd be the next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? In one way or another. Why wait for him to come back? Karen hands you a vial of liquid. I think you know what needs to be done. This is a strong anesthetic. I want you to slip this into Gregor's mug tonight. He won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All you have to do is stand back and let me work on him. This request is beyond extreme. Will you do this for me? I'm going to say no because of how this playthrough is going. Because I'm of the people whose sides I've chosen was Mariah and Gregor. So stay on his side. Fine. Save that for any day. I have everything set up by the couch. You don't have to watch. The restraint should be easy to apply myself. Gregor's strength is a farce. Gregor, hi. Hey, Karen. What are you doing? Untie me. Oh my god. This will be over soon, Gregor. Horror! Stop, stop. Gregor has turned silent. You leave her alone. Going into the bedroom and crawling into the bed Anatoly slept in. You fall asleep almost instantly. Oh, I guess that didn't help him at all. You have a strange dream. Wake up, sleepyhead. What is that? You are having a nightmare. There's something in the door. Thanks for letting me practice last night. I think I did a great job. Hold on, let me reset my camera. Made us a small breakfast this morning to celebrate. Breakfast? With what? That's a surprise. Gregor's already finished his. Took a few hours though. Come on, let's eat. You get out of bed and head to the living room. Oh, okay. Why? He's a little weak from the blood loss, but don't worry. I bandaged him up like a field medic. My. What is it, Gregor? Where are my. Maybe if you spent as much time reading books as chopping wood, you would have noticed the pages I was bookmarking in the necropsy book. What are you talking about? Do I have to spell it out for you? You're useless. You can't swim. How could you help us if you immediately drown? What? I put some of your limbs away for safekeeping. That leg was pretty tasty earlier, huh? Gregor goes pale. How's that for a big breakfast? Haha. Gregor looks at you. Don't even think about crawling away. If you leave this couch, I'll end you. We'll eat your fresh arms when everything else is gone. Let me start cooking some more of your leg. I'll leave you two alone to chat. This has gone too far. Hey, all I wanted was to keep everyone alive and together, but I failed. Are you are you disappointed in me? No. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Growing up, my mother always made sure I never went hungry. Seconds, thirds, fourths. I was never satisfied. One day on my way home from school, I was walking past the town inn. Something smelled amazing. It was coming from a pile of trash. I dug through it and discovered a bag, a meal that was fresh out of the oven. At least, that's what I thought. I became severely ill with food poisoning, dry heaving into the toilet for hours. My mother rubbed my back and eventually carried me to bed. Like everywhere else, I was just here for the food. I'll never get this foul taste out of my mouth. She's going to keep eating me. I'm sorry. Getting too lightheaded to hold a good conversation. Haha. She's going to torture me again. You know that, right? You nod. Gregor grows a little bit more pale. Can you cover me with the blanket? I'm so cold. This cabin, everything about it chills me to the bones. Please, consider it my dying wish. Yes, consider your dying wish granted. Thank you. Much warmer now. Watch out for that knife, okay? Gregor begins to look at peace. I. Uh, um. You watch the last of Gregor's air escape his lungs. What the hell do you think you're doing? You tell Karen that Gregor gave up. We could have kept him alive for another week. What's wrong with you? No matter. Plenty of food left now. Karen leaves you alone. You head to the kitchen to try to find the other remains. Gregor. You look at the pile of dishes and your mind starts to wander.
Hello!
Let's play hide and seek. There's 5 of us to find. Can you find all of us? The red-haired woman should know where the basement key is. And about one of us is hiding down there. She's whittling something in the rocking chair now. So watch out for that knife. Probably best to avoid the knife. Wait. I... Isn't that your knife? Why did you let her have it? You shrug. As the leader of the Trumpets, it's important you find all of us. So please don't forget any of us.
Yeah!
Good luck. Cabbage rolls away and tries to hide. Why would Cabbage want to play hide and seek right now? You have been neglecting the Chompettes lately. Can't hurt to play along with them, right? You go to talk to Karen in the living room. Looks like Karen's just slicing away at a block of wood. Gregor's remains have been stored for safekeeping. Scrubbed all the blood out of the catch to save you the trouble. Yes? Have you seen the basement key anywhere? Wasn't it in the kitchen? You can't remember. I haven't seen the key. Maybe one of the chompettes can help you. Maybe one of the chompettes can help you find it in the kitchen. You decide to go look for it. Thankfully, there's not too many places for the cabbage to hide. Where do you want to check first? The cupboards. You open a few drawers. They're empty? They must have been full of dishes that are piling up. Yikes. You open another. This one has a little dried blood in it. This drawer is empty too. Are all of these empty? More empty cupboards. These would have been great places to store spare meat. You completely missed under the sink. On the left side, the letter L is engraved. Who wrote this? Wasn't that the dead mouse we found? There's nothing but cobwebs. Thankfully, no spiders. There's actually more behind the woodpile. Quite a few rat droppings. The dust is pretty thick back here. Cobwebs, rat droppings, dust. This should really be cleaned. You notice an engraving on the cabin wall, with an X in its center. Buried treasure? You need to find cabbage. You hear some rustling around. Found her! She always picks the same hiding spot. Ah, you found me. Well done. As leader of the Chompettes, getting through these mouse holes is a chore. Can't find any Chompettes to push me through. You'll help me out, right? Cabbage has joined the party. What? 4 Chompettes to go. What's next? Glad you asked. Keep it up, and you'll be a member of the Chompettes in no time. You asked Cabbage about the basement key.
Cabbage!
Did you forget again? It's right in that nasty oven. There's nothing but a big pile of ashes in there. I found the basement key.
Yeah!
There it is. That's to the room where we found Potato. Check behind the cauldron for another one. You got the basement entrance key. Let's go find Onion. He's hiding in the bedroom. She's making hide and seek far too easy. Chompettes?
Help!
Find Onion. Cabbage rolls down the hallway. Can't hurt to find Onion, right? Explore the bedroom. Found him! Don't be a crybaby, it's just me.
Onion!
Onion! Today,
Onion!
I'm feeling sweet as a sugar cane.
Boy!
Honest. Wow, did you eat something gross? Your breath stinks. Drenched head to toe in sweat, too. Could smell you coming a mile away.
Onion!
Gross. Did the red-haired woman scare you or something? You tell Onion everything that happened. Whoa,
Boy!
sounds like I missed some messed up stuff. You get a pass. Sorry to hear about Mariah, Antonelli, and Gregor. But yikes, the 3 people dead in less than a month? Not as bad as 5 people in one night, though, right?
Onion!
I would probably lose my lunch if I had to see that again. Anyways, don't worry, I got your back. Onion has joined the party.
Hello!
Glad you have joined us, Onion.
Boy!
No problem, Cabbage. I think I heard Bread making noise in the living room.
Boy!
You know how loud he can get.
Cabbage!
Bread? The one and only. Chompettes, let's move out. Your party is quickly expanding. 3 trumpets left. You're getting a terrible headache. Your face is feeling numb. Your legs aren't moving. Oh well. You do some time breathing exercises for a few minutes. That seemed to help. Time to get that bread. You proudly strut to the living room, happy to be alive. Where is he? You hear bread come out of the mouse hole. He's taking his sweet time. Found me. Everyone's secretly favorite chompet. Bread. Don't you loaf me? My cousin Cornbread taught me that one. He has hundreds, no, thousands of terrible puns. He's my role model. So what do you need? You tell Brad about gathering trumpets together. That's a pretty crummy idea. Remember what happened last time? With potato? I mean, you're going against the whole grain here. Do you really think we want to go back downstairs?
Cabbage.
Brad, we need your help finding potato.
Onion.
Missed you, big guy. Come on. I would never let chompets down. No need to pass my culinary quiz. I'm coming with you. Brad has joined the party. That's great, Brad. Glad to have you on board, Brad. Of course. Wait. Are you drooling? All 3 trumpets are staring at you.
Boy.
Are you thinking of eating us? You accidentally lick your lips.
Cabbage!
Snap out of it. You already ate. We're no good for that, you glutton. Did they pass out? Holy cow, get them up. So heavy. You stumble to your feet. Let's go find Raspberry and never speak of this again.
Boy, boy.
I think I heard her over by the basement door. Perfect. Chompets, mosey up. You have 3 trumpets in your party. 2 more to go. Your head feels like it's going to crack open. Your hands have gone completely numb. This one is lasting longer than the others. You focus on wiggling your toes for a moment. You didn't pass out cold on the floor. Huzzah. 2 more to go. You go to check out the basement door. Where is she? You feel a chill running up your spine. Goosebumps are all over your body. She's here. Everything turns silent. You can almost hear her breathing. Raspberry? You can't sneak up on me. Don't ever try that again. Surprise! Found you, Raspberry. Oh wow, it's very nice to see you, Cabbage. We wouldn't have left you behind, Raspberry.
Boy, boy.
Honest. We need your help finding Potato. Our combined trumpet detective skills says he's in the basement. Oh yeah? Let's find Potato and get out of here. Raspberry has joined the party. 1 more to go. Don't worry, the basement is already unlocked. Oh crap, the red-haired woman is coming over here. Trumpets, let's hide out. All 4 trumpets quickly escape. You pretend to be studying the basement door. You hear Karen creeping up behind you. Found you. You can see the knife out of the corner of Karen's dress. I don't know if I can wait any longer. Show me where you're hiding. Keep hiding the meat. Let's tear them apart piece by piece, just like Gregor. Karen looks like she's ready to bury the knife. Karen looks like she's ready to bury the knife into you. What do you do? Tell her about the basement. So that's why it's locked. Open it. I have to see the room. You open the basement door. Thank you. I'll bring up some cutlets and we'll have a great dinner. Okay. See you soon. Karen descends the staircase into darkness. You locked the basement door. Did you? Did you just lock the door? You block out her screams of rage. Given enough time, they will end. You crawl into bed and go to sleep. Day 13. You slept in today. The pounding has completely stopped. You really need to go to the bathroom. You decide to open your eyes. You must have sleptwalked into the bathroom last night. The glow of the candle is oddly comforting. The candle blew out, and the door is locked. You find a flashlight in the corner of the bathroom and turn it on. Tutorial. You are in the dark, but not alone. Click on objects around the bathroom to get more information or find hidden clues. If you're stuck, just wait a little bit to see the glint of the objects to inspect around the bathroom. Just move around your cursor to search the room.
Cabbage. Hello.
Hello. Are you locked in the bathroom again? You tell her about the candle being blown out. Ha ha ha. Maybe you just need to try wiggling it a little bit. You unlock the bathroom door. Sometimes the simplest method is the best one. Excuse me, I need to go. I need to conduct the next secret Chompette meeting. Later. You quickly make your escape. Well, getting locked in the bathroom is enough excitement for one day. You get under the covers and quickly fall asleep. Day 14. Wake up, sleepyhead. Karen? Just your imagination again. Karen can't still be alive, right? Somebody's at the door. You grip the doorknob lightly, getting ready for what's next. Oh. That can't be the real Gregor. You determine the haunt has officially begun. Events like this are rare, creating vengeful spirits is difficult. In this state, they'll try giving you a heart attack, push you down a flight of stairs, or cause you to wander into an early demise. The rain has stopped. You decide to look out the window. The floodwaters are completely gone. Karen would be excited to see this. Shame that she's rotting in the basement. No good reason to leave the cabin. Plenty of food here now. You've been so busy you've forgotten to eat. You head to the kitchen for a snack. Karen's hiding spot was too obvious. You grab some meat from behind the woodpile. You take a few bites of it. You lost more of your humanity. Not fresh enough. Oh well. You decide to crawl back into bed and get a little extra sleep. Ooh. Day 3479. You have a strange dream. The clouds have parted. The rain has gone away. You wake in a cold sweat. Is this another trick, or... Good morning? Still trickling, sticking around. You head to the kitchen to get breakfast. The meat is gone. The noise was coming from the living room. Anatoly? Nobody's here. Some deep scratches are dug into the wood by the couch. Something is approaching. What's making that noise? It sounded like it was coming from the basement door. You go over to investigate. A cold wind is blowing through the hole in the door. You get goosebumps all over your arms. Is this, You wake in a cold sweat. Day 14. It's raining again. They're taunting you with dreams of a sunny day. You get out of bed and head to the living room. The couch still smells like Gregor's sweat. Should you have stopped her? You already did. The couch is still comfortable, even after Gregor imprinted on it. You decide to take a nap, which quickly turns into a sleep. Day 16. You must have woken up too early today. The cabin living room is pitch black. You pick up a flashlight nearby to explore the darkness. You notice a note sticking out from one of the books. I know you've been ignoring my other letters, so I'm begging you, please bring back my daughter safely, or I will need to get the others involved. I have left payments outside the door and will pay any price. Please let her go. We don't have to involve anyone else. You take the mother's note with you. You lay back down on the couch, drifting back to sleep. Day 17. You sleptwalked again. You can hear Potato mumbling in the drawer. Oh, it's you again. Tell me, your first week with the others, where did you sleep? You think for a minute, but come up with nothing. It's worse than I imagined. Do you remember any concussions? Still nothing? You would routinely collapse around the cabin. Sleptwalked into walls too, even fell down the basement stairs. I can't believe you haven't broken your neck yet. You seem to survive almost anything, right? Must be that addiction to meat. Or something else. Would you share that secret with me? If it is a secret, would I share it? No. Ha ha ha. Still have some common sense left in you. Tell me, what was the plan after locking her in the basement? Having her starve to death with 3 corpses already down there? Plenty of rainwater? Ha ha ha. She'll be much stronger than the last time you saw her. Go downstairs. Put an end to this. I don't care if you come back alive. Maybe the red-haired woman will let us all move on. Or will she act like you? You ignore Potato heading to the basement door. Speaking of, whatever happened to that game of hide and seek? It's been enough days, right? You open the door and prepare for the worst. It's just a staircase. Nothing to be scared of. You begin your descent. Something is approaching. Can you hear me? I've been down here the entire time. It's so good to see you again. There's plenty of bread down here. Why aren't you saying anything? Anatoly's down here. Come have some bread with us. They always try things like this. You're not falling for this one. Why aren't you listening to me? There's bread down here, loaves of it. Fine, down here. Beware of Karen. She is ill beyond repair, and she will rip the flesh from your bones. Goodbye, Mariah. We'll speak again. You feel Mariah leaving the staircase. You continue with your descent. The walls, they're a mix of dirt and soot. Something is approaching. I'm glad you found her. The rain outside has stopped. Did you hear that knocking behind you? Another trap. Everyone else is upstairs. Mariah was worried sick about you. You tell Gregor about speaking with Mariah. Guess I can't lie to you, huh? If you won't come upstairs with me, please turn the light on when you reach the room. I want to see the look on your face when that light bulb turns on. You nod. Heh, thank you. Thanks for letting me lick the bowls clean. We'll meet again soon. Beware of Karen. You feel Gregor leaving the staircase. You descend deeper into the abyss. The air pressure down here feels heavier. How far does this go? You touch your ears. Blood is leaking out. Something is approaching. Oh, thought you'd still be fending off that glutton Gregor right now. You tell Anatoly about meeting with Gregor and Mariah. Oh, you don't want to pick onions outside? You shake your head. Guess there's no fooling you, huh? You ask Anatoly where Karen is. Below us. Waiting to devour you. Down here, the whispers have told me about you. How long did you leave them in there? Beware of Karen. She'll wipe the smug smile off your face. See you again soon. You feel Anatoly leaving the staircase. You grit your teeth and keep going. Your feet finally hit solid ground in the basement. Something doesn't feel right.
Look behind you.
You feel the wall blindly and locate the light switch.
Hello!
You've come so far. Proud of you.
Cabbage! Cabbage!
As leader of the Chompettes, I wanted to let you know we have your back.
Cabbage!
No matter what happens down here, just call out and we'll be there.
Boy!
Honest.
Boy!
Wouldn't let you die down here. When you least expect it, we roll with you. You can't sneak up on me.
Raspberry!
But sneaking up on you is extremely easy. Too much wax in your ears.
Cabbage!
Raspberry.
Onion!
Don't get on Raspberry's bad side. Your ears have so much dirt in them, they could probably grow potatoes. We'll have to work on those jokes, Potato. Sure. Weren't you hiding in the basement room? I wouldn't miss a killing for the world.
Cabbage! Cabbage!
Just remember, down here, you can call on us. We'll help you out in a bind. And if you get lost down here, please don't go into that room. It's the only place we won't go. That's correct, Potato. Thank you for coming along with us.
Boy!
It's not a change of heart because you really never had one. I don't think he should come with us. The only joke here is you, Potato. That's enough. Chompettes,
Yada! Ha!
let's help out. The Chompettes get into position behind you, ready for what's next. You feel around the wall blindly to locate the light switch. Took you long enough. Let's end this. Should have kept the door locked. Dodge. Karen slashes at you with her knife. Karen missed. I'll snap those legs like twigs. She looked at you dead in the eye. Whoa. Karen is studying you. I should have killed me earlier. No chance of that now. You try throwing a punch. Karen easily dodges it. She looks like she's plotting her next attack. You attack Karen with a lunge. You barely land a soft punch. Karen smiles at you. You're going to taste better with the Gregor. Ooh. Should have kept the door locked. Chompettes? You called to me first because I'm the leader, right? Chompettes are ready to help you out down here. Watch out for that knife. Be sure. Please survive. We want to play hide and seek again. Chompettes? Help out. Cabbages filled you with hope. You gained 5 HP. Karen sprints towards you. Some blood splatters on the floor. Are you talking to yourself again? Karen cackles. I'll throw you in the floods. You try throwing a punch. Karen easily dodges it. You try to reason with Karen. Don't speak to me. Karen grins at you. She surprised you. Let's go. Karen catches her breath. It's over. Should have kept the door locked. Chompets? Hey, it's me.
Onion.
Onion. No crying down here, okay? Let me look at your ear.
Onion.
Blood? Gross. Your eyes begin to water. Hey,
Good boy.
what'd I tell you about crying?
Onion.
You got this, champ.
Onion.
Good luck. Onion's word make you feel a little better. But only a little bit. You gain 5 HP. Karen sprints towards you. You feel blood running down your arm. Are you talking to yourself again? Karen cackles. I'll throw you into the floods. You try throwing a punch. Karen easily dodges it. Karen grins at you. Oop, okay. She surprised you. Let's go. Karen catches her breath. It's over. Should have kept the door locked. You attack Karen with a lunge. You barely land a soft punch. Karen spins towards you. You feel blood running down your arm. I'm going to eat those ears first. Karen tackles you to the ground, plunging the knife into you repeatedly. She devours your body on the floor of the basement. Your corpse lasts a week. Oh. Okay. Took you long enough. Oh, so we keep going. Okay. Let's end this. A tear rolls down Karen's cheek. Should have never left Ukraine. You attack Karen with a lunge. Barely land a soft punch. Karen spins towards you. Karen licks her lips. Will you fit in the cauldron? You try throwing a punch. Karen easily dodges it. Karen grins at you. You attack Karen with a lunge. You barely land a soft punch. Karen smiles at you. You're going to taste better than Gregor. Karen cackles. I'll throw you in the floods. Chompets. I really don't care who dies down here. You're both awful. Good luck. Potato words cut pretty deep. You gain 5 HP. Karen looks confused. She caught you talking to them. You try to reason with Karen. Don't speak to me. She looks like she's plotting her next attack. You attack Karen with a lunge. You barely land a soft punch. Karen smiles at you. Should have the door locked. Chompets. I'm secretly everyone's favorite chompet, but I owe all this to my cousin Cornbread, Raziel. You point out that Raziel was one of Onion's relatives. Oh, ha ha ha. It's getting harder and harder to recall any long-term memories. Is Onion my sibling? You shake your head. Oh, ha 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 ha. Good luck. Bread. You gained 5 HP. Karen spins towards you. Some blood splatters on the floor. Are you talking to yourself again? Karen cackles. Always Mary Raspberry is a lie created by Cabbage. You know me by now. I've never acted Mary. Correct? You nod. What are you going to do if you win? Devour the red-haired woman? Or leave her corpse to stink up the basement? We both know your answer. Let's end this. You feel a flood of emotion. It's from the trumpets. Anger, sadness, joy, determination. They've imbued a second wind inside of you. Get ready for Karen's next attack. Oh, cool. Oh. Karen quickly stumbles down the hallway, turning left at the end. You are hobbling after her, but the basement is getting darker and darker. You can hear the small echoes of Karen's footsteps in the distance. You're getting lightheaded again. A cool liquid is coming out of your ears. You almost trip a few times as you move downwards. Your shoes begin sticking to the ground. This area has a door in each direction. You head east, opening the door. You feel Karen's presence close by. Welcome. We've been waiting. Turn the light. Turn on the light. Where's Karen? She's ravenous, completely ravenous. Lost in the abyss. She will never escape. Fleeing west did nothing. We traded one tragedy for another. Karen will stop your ambitions. Wretch. Abomination. Horror. Turn on the light and savor your inhumanity. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Reap what you have sown. Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor, Karen. I won't forget you. You hear talking upstairs. Thieves? You grab your flaying knife and silently go up the stairs. You'll eat well tonight. The four look completely shocked at the sight of you. It doesn't look like she has the courage to speak. We've been lost for a few days. Your cabin is the only hut we've seen out here. Can we stay here for a few nights? You clear your throat and ask the question you've asked thousands of times. Did you come on your own free will, or were you sent? We were technically sent. Anatoly, we came on our own free will. The woman looks confident in her answer. They answered incorrectly. You clear your throat again, coughing profusely. You may stay in the cabin until you're ready to leave. The group looks terrified of you, as they should be. What, wasn't that the trail steep? Wasn't that trail steep? Yeah. The group finally returns to normal. It's focused, but they attempt to save face. That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water, it really has everything. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. So that's how we met, apparently. Oh, years earlier. Reina, check it out. A cabin? All the way out here? What about that psychopath? We lost him a few kilometers ago. Don't worry. Doesn't look like anyone's home. Hello? Come on, Reina. Sun is setting. Let's take shelter here, just for the night. You sure it's a good idea, Selena? Of course. Front door has a few different ways to lock it. Should keep him at bay if he shows up. Hope there's snacks in there. Bolek. I guess we don't have a good choice. We'll head back to Zakopane in the morning. Don't worry about it. It's just for one night. You decided to join up with your friends instead. Did you lock the door? All set. Could you see him out the window? No, probably went back to town. Is anyone here? No, I yelled and stomped around. Nothing. This cabin is abandoned. Let's stay here tonight. What? Relax, it's gonna be freezing outside tonight. It's either him or us. So let's avoid making a fire. Don't want him to see us in the distance. No fire? There's blankets in the bedroom. We'll be fine, Oleg. This cabin chills me to the bones. We'll need them. Whenever Bolek gets nervous, he tells a joke to break the tension. Got one of Raziel's classics for you. What do you call Snowman's kids? Children. Bahahahaha. Heh. Let's split up and search the cabin, see if you can find any food for us to eat tonight. I'll take the bedroom. Leave the living room to me. Reina, I'll search the kitchen. No need to help me. You sure? Of course. I know exactly where to look first. I got the Zakopane Junior Baker Award, remember? Selena. Alright, everybody. Let's move out. Are these the Trompettes? Well, he did bring a Brazil. So Selena's cabbage, bread, onion. That makes my point of view raspberry. Help the team search by searching the cabin for supplies. Your bond with Selena, Oleg, Bolek is... Oh, Selena. Cabbage, onion is Oleg, Bolek is bread. Focus on exploring the cabin. And I think my name's Selena, or Reina, so raspberry. You only get one choice, so choose wisely. Who do you want to help out first? Selena in the kitchen. Let me help, Selena. Only if you insist. What area do you want to search first? Countertops. Wow, this mortar and pestle has gotten a lot of use. What's that? Mortar and pestle. It's a cooking tool used to grind herbs, plants, and seeds. You haven't seen one of these? No. Let's go over to Oleg's house sometimes. His grandma has one. Sounds good. Hahaha. You inspect the hanging herbs above the sink. What about these herbs? Are they edible? Don't touch those. Whoa, why not? They're ancient. We'll probably turn to dust if you touch them. Bolek would probably still eat the dust, though. Reina. Did you check the cupboards next to the dried herbs? No. You notice a meat cleaver sticking out of the butcher's block. You equip the meat cleaver. Empty. Did someone rob this cabin? Whoa, what's with the meat cleaver, Reina? You like it? I stole it from the butcher block. You're freaking me out. Put that back. Put the meat cleaver back? No. He can still be outside, Selena. Reina, we lost sight of him. Put the meat cleaver back. Don't worry, we'll stay upstairs close to it, just in case. Besides, it would scare Oleg too much. True. You begrudgingly put the meat cleaver back. These dishes are disgusting, right? Looks like insects ate whatever food was left over. thick dust on them, too. These must have been left out for quite some time. Whomever owned this cabin must have been extremely lazy. Yep. I think we checked out everything on the countertops, Marina. Time to search something else. Okay. Inside the cauldron and up? You search inside of the cauldron first. Find anything? Just some disgusting slop at the bottom. This cauldron is almost as big and heavy as your coat. Selena, you're covered for fall. Ooh. Top viewers, streamfood.com. Heard. You're covered for winter and fall now. Saves a family trip to Zakopane Market. Saves my family a trip to the Zakopane Market. Right? You look inside the oven. Bone fragments. Selena, I found some bones. Chicken bones? Selena looks at the discovered bones. Too big to be a chicken. Not sure, it looks like it came from some animal, but the sizes are different. Young and old skeletons? Correct. Put these back though, it's grossing me out. You place the bone fragments back in the oven. You notice a deep char near the back of the oven. Like something was smashed against the wall and left to burn against it. Was something alive crammed into this oven? The oven reminds you of the ones used in Zakopane, but the brick layering is much more advanced. Maybe it's time to check Bolek and Oleg? One more look can't hurt. You look around the base of the cauldron. Hi. I saw the fence outside. Kids are needed? I saw the fence outside. Kids are needed. Please teach me the secret. I'll bring him here on Sunday. You won't have to do anything. Please teach me the secret. You take the creepy note with you. Check this out, Selena. Did a kid write this? I'm not sure. Either it was a kid or an adult who didn't do well in school. What fence are they talking about? I didn't see any fence outside. The bigger question is what the hell the secret is. Or who brought it here? Right. The note you found sounded pretty disturbing. Maybe it's time to check on Bolek and Oleg. I will be right back. All right. Stop searching the kitchen. I think we checked everywhere, Selena. You're right. Rats. Did you check under the sink? You look underneath the sink. Nothing. It feels strangely cold underneath. Nothing. All right, let's see what Bullock and Oleg have found. Raina, let's mosey out. Too much. I don't know. That looks Slavic. Well, Zakopane, Ukraine. Um, don't know that word. Too much, Raina? You napping? No, just staring at the clouds. Oh, yeah? The drowning of Marzana is in a few minutes. Let's burn that witch and throw her in the river. I heard you're the one tasked with the burning. You know how to shoot an arrow that's on fire, Selena? Duh. You can bring a green branch to the village issue arena. I got that witch. Ha 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 ha. Alright, time to get up and get your head out of the clouds. Selena takes you down to the river. Downstream is the witch, Marzana, made of straws and sticks. Her wooden raft won't catch fire easily. Have to aim for the body. Selena fires 3 flaming arrows at Marzana's raft, but nothing connects. When you finally catch up to it, the effigy has fallen down into the water. Help me fish this out, Rena. The weight is surprisingly light. I thought it was bad to touch the effigy after trying to drown it. That's just an old superstition, Rena. Need to burn, then drown to complete the ritual. Gross. Haha. Marzana, Marzana, swim across the seas. Let all the flowers bloom and make the fields turn green. Whoa, the hell are you two doing? Helping Marzana back on her feet, Oleg. She's light. Come help us put her or get her back to the others. I'm not touching that. Ha, Oleg. Thankful none of the adults caught you messing around with the effigy. While Oleg was yelling at you, it felt like you were being watched. Across the river, you see a strange man pretending to skip stones. His greasy hair shines in the sunlight. Some of the oils are smeared on his vest. Where's Potato? Anyway, he opens his mouth in an awkward smile, his teeth jagged and uneven. Walking away clumsily, he heads the opposite direction of the festival, right into the forests. You head over to meet up with Bolek and Oleg. Okay, team, find anything? Just some old toys in the drawer. Really old toys. Bolek? I found a toy boat under the couch. Let me see that. Grandma made this boat for him. Raziel was here? Raziel? The one and only. Could he still be alive here? Seeing him again would bring Grandma back from the brink. We have to find him. Agreed. Crew, we need to search this cabin top to bottom. Let's find Raziel and bring him back to Zakopane. You got it, Selena. Bolek, Oleg, come with me. Let's look around outside. Reina, look around the cabin and try to find any clues to where Raziel is. That psychopath could still be outside in the woods. If you hear any of us yell or scream, find us, okay? Of course, Selena. Thanks, we'll be listening for you as well. I'll be fine. Crew, let's move out. Selena, Bolek, and Oleg leave you to search the cabin. Who's there? Nothing replies back. It sounded like it was coming from the kitchen. You walk over to investigate. Hello? Elijah Sayuda Cabana? Now? Você está realmente em pergio sia logo desse lugar al amal something e nunca volte. Ella me pegó e me separó dos mis pies por todo o oceano e me traxa para aquí. Spanish? Interesting. Ella había devorado todos voces. Fujam Siam. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying. Ha 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 ha. E now follow Polones muito bem. Él debía parar de ficar tagar el lando. Aquí pego eso. The drawing is pushed out of the cabin. Ele fez alguns desenhos antes de morir. De isso para os parentes dele que sobreviveram. Looks like someone used a piece of coal to draw this. Are these bars of a cage? Staring at a door. You take the cage drawing with you. Ako que isso adios. Provavelmente nunca mais vamos cruzar nossos caminos. Selena? Oleg? Bolek? No reply. Rena, we saw something weird down the hill. Looked like an old fence with bones all over the ground. Could have been animal skulls, but couldn't tell from that distance. Heard some weird whispering before we got back to the front door. Find anything? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Strange whispers coming from under the kitchen sink. What whispers? Was it a ghost, Rena? I'm not sure. I couldn't understand any of the words. Ghost, huh? Bullock attempts to lighten the mood a little bit. Got another Raziel's jokes for you. What do ghosts like pouring over their food? Bullock. Give up? Gravy! Bah! Heh. It was probably just the creaking of the cabin, Rena. No such thing as ghosts. It seemed pretty real, Selena. Well, if you see it again, let me know. That fence outside was absolutely terrifying. We can't let our guard down here. Yeah. Can we not split up anymore? I'm scared of getting separated now. Of course, Oleg. We're a team, and teams stick together through thick and thin. Rain or shine, feast and famine. You're right, Selena. Ha 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 ha. I just don't want to lose any of you, like Raziel. That won't happen when we're together, Oleg. Bolek, you're a night owl. Can you stay guard while we sleep? Of course. Thanks, Bolek. Oleg and I will take the bedroom. You okay with having the living room? Yeah. Thank you. Bolek, wake us up if you see or hear anything. You got it. Oleg and Selena head to the bedroom, opening the door fully behind them. You lay down on the couch and quickly fall asleep. You close your eyes but cannot stop thinking about the butcher of Zakopane. His third victim probably had it the worst. stabbed in the stomach like the other two, but this one was different. The body was missing both ears, so investigators concluded it was a copycat to a series of grisly murders from years ago. What kind of person would take someone's ears? The victim's family neighbors searched the murder scene top to bottom and the alleyway outside. All they could find was a broken window that the butcher used to gain entry. It was a mystery that nobody in Zakopane could solve. So Selena, Oleg, Bolek, and you teamed up to find the killer. Selena was naturally the leader, plotting out vantage points on dusty maps her grandfather had. Bolek brought snacks and what he called emergency rations, which was usually crusty bread from his pocket. Oleg was able to get investigation tips from his grandmother, a former detective, but only after telling her it was to find Raziel. Your investigations lasted more than a year, often getting to crime scenes quicker than town investigators. You have a strange dream. You found the body early, so the blood is still leaving the body. The greasy haired man makes eye contact with you, wiping the knife on his vest. You look for a way to escape, but you're trapped in the hallway. He slowly walks towards you, forcing a laugh that comes out in unnatural, staggered segments. As he gets closer, you notice his pupils are absolutely enormous. As he brings the knife up, his face peels apart by the lips, screeching in pained agony. You wake in a cold sweat. Wake up, everyone. Bolek, it's like 3 a.m. I heard something outside. Was it one of those crows? They never shut up. It's him. Huh? Sel- Selena? It's him. What's the plan? Selena makes the group's secret hand signal. Only whispering is allowed now. Oleg, Oleg, eyes on the doors and windows. If he makes it inside, run out the front door or downstairs. Downstairs? What if there's less room down there? Then we need to manipulate the lights down there. Find the light bulb pulley, and when he gets close, turn off the lights. He's got that knife, so run for the front door when there's an opening. What if there isn't a working light down there? Our eyes can see better than in the dark than him. We can run circles around him while he's blind down there. He doesn't stand a chance. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, Oleg. Bolek, can you outrun him? Of course. Rena, do you see anything out the window? The rain hasn't started yet, but you can see storm clouds in the distance. Maybe it'll get too muddy for him, unless he's coming through one of the windows. The window glass is thick. If you tried to break it, everyone would hear it. Whomever built this cabin definitely was here for the long haul. See anything, Rena? Nothing. While keeping watch, I found this in the bedroom. Here. Whoa. What the hell is this? Did Raziel make this? It had to have been him. When we found the body stuffed into the barrel, that creep saw us and ran. Who would do something like that? A monster. That's right, Rena. That was the last time we saw him. What's that noise? Oh, get to the staircase, now! As you run to the staircase, you see him standing by the front door. He wipes his eyes with his sleeve, completely drenched from head to foot. He attempts to smile, but it looks completely out of character. You slow down your breathing, making it to the staircase safely. Selena takes the basement key, locking the door behind you. Takes out the basement key, locking the door behind you. There, that should slow him down. Reyna, can you lead? Of course, Selena. Wow, he's determined. All right, we'll be right behind you. You begin your descent. Let's play Ghost in the Graveyard tonight. It's too dark out. What if one of the adults catch us? We're faster than them. Reyna, you game for to be the ghost first? Why me? Because your eyes can see in the dark the best. The perfect ghost. Selena. Sure, I'll go head first. Hey Oleg. Hey Oleg. Yeah. You were slower than Bullock with a stomach full of herring last time. Pick up the pace this time. Trust me, won't happen again. Nobody trusts you, Oleg. Everybody laughs. You hide behind some equipment at the sawmill. It takes the group 2 hours to find you. By the time Selena yells Ghost in the Graveyard, you've already tagged Bullock and Oleg. Ack. Eh. You're too fast, Rena. Nobody sneaks up on me. Nobody. Rena, what's going on? Nothing. Just remembering something. Bullock and Oleg went ahead. There's no time for this. We need to go. You snap out of it and begin your descent. He must be searching for the key. What an idiot. He must be furious to be causing that much damage. Oleg, can you find the light switch down there? Yes. Get in position. We'll be right down. That locked door is keeping him busy. That door is pretty old, though. Did you see the holes in it? He's coming down. Run! Your eyes strain to see further down the staircase. You can't hear him. Reyna, we have someone special to introduce you to. Raziel, come on out. Don't be shy, Raziel. Reyna won't bite. Huh. Hi. Nice to meet you. I'm Reyna. I, I. It's okay. Your cousin is great, Bullock. Haha. Just wait, everyone. Give him a little time. He has the world's best puns. He memorized every single one Grandma told him. Haha. Grandma bought me this book. Raziel, this is 500 pages long. Yeah. Everyone laughs with Raziel, enjoying the nice meal together with Bullock's family. Raziel tells countless pun jokes. Bullock howls with laughter, and the adults shake their heads in agony. His joy is infectious, making Zakopane a better city for everyone. Except for one. Reyna, you're slowing down again. Selena, Raziel, what about him? I keep remembering him. I see. He... Crew, let's keep going. He continued downward. What the hell is this? What? The light isn't working. No time to find a weapon in here. Let's keep going down. I can see a light further down the staircase. Your shoes stick to the floor at the bottom. You can barely make out the light. To the door on the right, east, there's 3 other doors, north, south, and west. Selena tries the door on the north first. Locked. This room is tiny. How are we going to get around him? Don't be scared. Let's try the doors and see if we can lock it from the inside. Which way, Reyna? South. Locked. The door handle feels oddly warm. West. Locked. East. You, Selena, Oleg, and Bullock throw open the door, turning around to see him. Leave us alone. You left the knives upstairs. You left the knives upstairs. It's 4 against 1. Leave with your life. Say hi to Raziel for me. Hung. Why? You shut the drawer.
Wee! Cabbage!
Cabbage.
Onion!
Onion. Bread. They're being held back by their human emotions. They need a few months more at the very least. I'm in no rush. Let us leave. Now. You shut the drawer. I'd like to explore the cabin. See where those whispers are coming from. Can I leave the drawer? You nod. Thank you. Want to come with, Raspberry? I'm going nowhere with you. Haha. Poor Raspberry.
Yeah!
Welcome.
Onion!
We've done a few annual Chomp Egg comedy competitions since last time. Want to be the judge this year? Ignore them. I found some fascinating stuff by using the mouse holes. I need you to explain what the hell this is. Whoa. Were you fattening him up? Or were you scaring the hell out of him while you hesitated? You take the basement drawing with you. You take the basement drawing with you. I will never forgive you for this. You shut the door.
Wee!
It's
Cabbage!
time. Trumpets, sound off.
Onion!
Never fear. Onion is here. My cousin Cordbread says I'll rise to the occasion.
Raspberry!
Always merry Raspberry.
Oh, yeah?
Potato? Potato? You have nothing to give me now. Leave me alone. This is the only way to escape, Potato. We need to leave at the same time. I'm not leaving the cabin. Potato, please. Potato, we want to see. No. Cabbage tries whispering, but he can't. You can clearly hear every word. They can release us. Just play along and maybe they'll pity us. Yeah? I'm not working with them. But, right now, I pity them. Just an old, disgusting, foul smelling. That's enough! Potato's words cause a regression to stir inside of you. Keeping these intruders around might be entertaining for now. You slide the drawer closed, giving them time to stew inside on their thoughts. You have a strange nightmare. Wake up. I said, wake up. The others are causing you to become weak. We need to get you back to normal. Less talking, less hesitation. Especially if someone is trying to become stronger than you. That used to make you upset, right? I'm keeping an eye on you. Oh. You asked for how long? At this rate, never. He coughed profusely, covering potato in a fine mist. You're beyond disgusting. So then, are you ready to fight back against the nightmares? Punish the spirits that have made your life a living hell? Yes. Perfect. Let us give them no quarter. Close your eyes again, and let's begin to traverse the abyss. You relax your muscles, getting ready for what's next. Welcome to Nightmare Mode. If you survive, you will gain some additional insight to the world of cooking companions, as well as unlocking New Game Plus in the Chompets Only event. This mode is mostly just a joke, so don't take it seriously. From the main menu, if you select New Game, you can immediately jump to this mode and other ones. If you make it to the end, you'll unlock the Chompet's Cabin course in a Chompet only event, free of humans. For the true cooking companions experience, this mode should be played in pitch black room with headphones. This mode isn't for the faint of heart. The scares have been amplified here. Consider this your final warning. You will probably get startled. If you still need to max out your relationships, don't worry, you'll get the opportunity to do so in New Game Plus. You should really make a manual save right now. Don't hesitate. I believe this is save. Save game. That is true. I have not saved yet, so. Thank you for getting this far. Your bravery is commendable and will be rewarded. Thanks for playing and leave a review. Dear Dream Studios. Oh, almost forgot. Nightmare mode activated. You wake up in the bathroom again. This is my room. Do you see how dark it is? It's cold, but I can look at you. Look at me. Are you scared? I am scared. You wake in a cold sweat. Your surroundings feel completely different. Mariah's presence is enraged. She's beckoning you to follow her. You get up and leave the bedroom. It's a beautiful sunny day outside. What a fitting end to such a horrible nightmare. You head to the kitchen for some breakfast. This will take ages to clean. You take a few bites of meat. You lost more of your humanity. You stare into the ash pile in the oven. Are they still upset? You head back to the bedroom to take a nap. Which one of them is causing this? Mariah? Anatoly? Gregor? You crawl into bed and fall asleep. You have a strange dream. Day question marks. 616. Interesting. Wake up, sleepyhead. Karen? Karen isn't here. It sounds like she's whittling something again. Did she escape the basement? Karen? No reply. You head over to investigate. Another trick by one of them.
You're showing your night here.
Who's still missing, Karen? Someone is tapping on the window. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Are you done, Anatoly? They're getting more bold in their actions. You head to bed to sleep on it. Day 666. The four have returned to the first floor of the cabin. Wake up, sleepyhead. Karen? Come with me to the living room. Don't argue. You crawl out of bed to face them. Welcome. We've been waiting. Do not leave the room. Would you like to start the ritual? What ritual? A ritual to manifest alternate possibilities. Mend mistakes. Uproot regrets. Let the others depart earlier than me. Let me survive. This means join hands with us and form this pact. This ritual is unlike anything you've ever heard of. Agreeing to the pact could result in horrors worse than death. There might be no going back from this decision. Think carefully before deciding. This might be a good time to save the game. Okay. Save it here. Back to game. Have you made a decision? You nod. Save Mariah. Wonderful. Take my hand. Take Karen's hand. You hold onto both their hands, ice cold to the touch. You've chosen correctly. We're proud of you. See you soon. Your breathing begins to slow, frost collects on the windows. Your left eye rolls backwards, causing you to drool a little bit on the floor. Something has gone horribly wrong. Anatoly picks the shortest stick first, leaving the cabin. Then Gregor goes, then Karen. Once the three are gone, you're alone with Mariah. Thank you for getting me through all of this. Mariah smiles fondly at you. Eating the meat breaks most people, but not her. The rain finally stops. It's great to see the sun again. I'm so happy the storm is over. I couldn't have done this without you. Mariah's eyes widen, gazing into yours. I want to stay here and take care of you. All my life I've been looking for my true calling, and it was you all along. Let me try answering the question again. I am here 75% of my own free will, 65% by compulsion. She answered correctly. How did she know? I bet your arthritis is extremely bothersome. Do you want me to show you a special technique my grandmother taught me to help with the pain? You nod. Great. Take a seat and let's get started. You sit down in a rocking chair, watching intently as Mariah comes back with a towel and a bucket of water. I hope this is the start of a beautiful relationship. Close your eyes and relax. You close your eyes, smiling as Mariah gets close to you. Mariah throws you to the ground, sinking the knife into your chest. Oh, guess that didn't last long. It's finally over. No more victims. No more grieving parents. Your reign of terror is over. You're slowly bleeding out, but it's taking longer than expected. I'm going to tell everyone in Zakopane about what happened here. Once all the remains are recovered, I'm burning this hut to the ground. You try to get out a few words, but one lung has completely collapsed. Don't talk. Your hearing begins to fade in and out as you're losing consciousness. Unlike, I'm talking, I'm taking no chances. Going to watch you die in front of me. Then, your body finally gives out, a stain removed off the earth. As the storm cloud lifts off every town. After the events in the Tatras Mountains, Mariah embraces her destiny. After burying Antonelli, Gregor, and Karen, she worked with the Polish government to eventually return home to Ukraine. In April of 1945, Mariah is selected to attend a conference in San Francisco. She's picked over Dmitry Manuilsky to represent Ukraine at the first meeting of the United Nations. Elected to the first committee, she helped create the preamble in Chapter 1 of the UN. Years later, she would go on to form a committee to investigate atypical beings. Using the cabin as a blueprint, countries around the world began to document the numerous abnormalities impacting everything from food prices to international conflicts. The committee's investigations revealed that many historical events were swayed, either directly or indirectly, by these atypical beings. Mariah saved numerous books and notes found in the cabin, giving hopeful insight for prosecutory efforts around the world. That's nice. When she reached 85 years old, Mariah became bedridden due to illness. Surrounded by loved ones, she told everyone about the events of the cabin. I missed them. Anatoly, Gregor, Karen, but I can leave this earth happy knowing I shared their memories with all of you. I'm sure Gregor would be laughing right now. On March 15th, Mariah finally passed away due to complications. Her legacy will never be forgotten. Cities become safe again. Children can play outside freely. The world is now a better place from her actions. Cooking companions. Aw, that's a nice ending.
Лучше спи с двумя глазами открытыми.
Oh, well then. What's extra do? Oh. Ooh. What is this? Oh, it's an actual ingredients page. Huh. Interesting. We can go through these another time. Just want to see what all. New game? Ooh. Main menu. Title screen. Yeah, sure.
Лучше спи с двумя глазами открытыми.
So I'm assuming that's going to happen every time now. Cool. Well, I think I'm going to call it there for the day. That was one full playthrough. Um, Thank you for tuning in if you did. Any VOD viewers, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Um, Anybody watching on Twitch, if you uh, enjoyed yourselves, please follow. Um, yeah, I this was pretty good. It was not necessarily scary; it's definitely creepy, but I have a couple other visual novels lined up for once. I think I'm gonna do 'em and definitely do at least another playthrough of this, maybe a couple more. Um, See if I can find like all the unlockables and achievements and stuff for this. But yeah, I have a couple other ones lined up. Hopefully, once I start getting more viewers, because these are great to do, but having interaction with chat and stuff would be more beneficial, I feel. So, thank you for tuning in. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. And I will see you guys soon. My next streaming day will be Tuesday around 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thank you again. Have a great day.